The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, we're now live.
That was the whitest thing in my life.
Which music?
All of it. Very, very white.
You know, you're related to me. You know me.
Whatever. Let's go.
I dug that rock music.
Yeah, rock and or roll.
Yeah. And the 8-bit music, actually, Timothy from.
I figured that was good. I liked that.
So we are now live, another episode of Wicked Horror Show, and this week we're looking a little bit different because we're using StreamYard. Our friends over at Still Taken With, the Token Dead guys, been telling us about this for a while, so we figured we'd give it a shot. But with us, we have Kevin.
Well, hello, everybody.
Yo.
Hey, everybody.
Matthew.
Hello.
And Matthew, you're from
BoomBastic Films.
BoomBastic Films. I got it in the show notes. And our good friend James Balsamo.
Woo!
What's going on, James?
Hey, everybody, James Balsamo here. Super excited to be back on the Dorkening. Is this the Dorkening? It is now.
It's less porkening. Less porkening than I was.
Oh yeah, Kevin's he wants like a person, two persons.
I don't know. Whatever. But anyways, we're having James on to talk about his new movie. Not this one, not Catch of the Day, but the sequel, Catch of the Day 2. And what's the subtitle to that?
You Die at Dawn.
That's great. So this just came out, correct? The VOD?
It came out on VOD. It's available on video, and it hits stores everywhere next month on the 9th. So 6/9/69, 2020, Catch of the Day 2, You Die at Dawn, starring me, James Balsamo. And it's also got Ash Kahn in it, and the Amazing Kreskin, Jake the Snake Roberts, John Amplas from Creepshow, and WWE Hall of Famer Bushwhacker Luke, as well as Bill Weeden from Sergeant Kabuki Man, NYPD, and Mike Christopher from Dawn of the Dead. He's the Hare Krishna zombie.
Nice. So it's star-studded, just like all the other ones. And one of the other people that, Tony Has Nine Fingers, couldn't be on tonight. So the first thing I thought was we need to get Mathew Fisher on because he's actually in the movie as well.
Matt is also in Catch of the Day 2. Matt and I go way back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How far back do you go?
That's my homie.
Beginning of time.
Oh.
That's right. In the beginning, there was darkness, and then James Balsamo and Mathew Fisher, and then we started making movies.
That's about right.
James, you've been in some movies with Matt. You've been in some stuff you've worked on as well, right?
Yes.
And how did this whole friendship come to be? Was it through cons or just the industry?
Through the industry. I think we met through Rock and Shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Rock and Shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're talking about another one coming in to replace it, but now who knows?
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Scarecon posted on their social media recently.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see. So So you kind of dip back into the old catch of the day, like the people refreshers on the new one. Is there anything you want to like say story wise, like without ruining too much? What can you say about Catch of the Day 2?
It's hard to hear you. What did you want to know? What about what?
Well, actually, I'll tell you what. Let me break in here for a second. We're gonna play the trailer.
Somebody's making popcorn over the microphone. That's what I hear.
Someone's microphone is definitely popping. I don't know who's it is.
Like Pepperidge Farm is somewhere in the background. Like, you want some kernels?
Okay, let me mute. Let's see. We'll see if it goes away. Did it go away?
Nope.
Okay, how about now? Did it go away?
It's James.
It's James. Okay, so James, why don't we do this? I'm going to play the trailer. You want to hop off and hop back and maybe restart your browser?
Yeah, sounds good.
But I'm going to play. I have it here somewhere. I thought I had the trailer. Let me load the trailer.
I'm just going to play the whole movie. Whatever.
Enjoy.
Yeah, enjoy the lawsuits, sir. They're ruining everything.
Okay, so for some reason it didn't load. So I'm loading the trailer really quick, and then we will play it. And just a heads up, Catch of the Day 2 is out on VOD right now. So if you check the show notes down below or above, depending on where you're watching or listening to us, you'll find a link right there. So you can rent it or buy it, but it's out on VOD. For those people that can't get to the video stores.
There's a video store still?
Well, there's like Best Buy.
Okay.
That's a video store?
Yeah. Have you been to a Best Buy? It doesn't exist anymore.
Not recently. Okay, just waiting for this to load.
And then, are you also going to play the Deadly Grounds ad?
You know what? I'll play the Deadly Grounds ad right now. Here we go.
There you go.
Everyone thinks because you're a zombie, you don't know good coffee. Well, they're wrong. There's only one brew that gets my seal of approval. Deadly Grounds coffee is my guilty pleasure. The aroma is so intoxicating. It brings all of my neighbors out of the woodwork. Deadly Grounds coffee. Coffee to die for and zombie approved. It's good to get a little deadly. Use the front door! Oh, they're so disgusting.
Now, I did not know him personally, but I'm sure he was a wonderful person, and perhaps one of you would like to say a few words on his behalf.
Yeah, that's right. They made me come in on my day off. Can you believe these fucking assholes? So inconsiderate. I mean, the nerve of some people. I gotta go.
Excuse me, sir.
Hey! Pops! Zip it! Hey! I'm sorry. Like a business, Pops.
Ron! This is unacceptable. That's a human body.
Watch this.
I'm so sorry.
What's he doing to the corpse?
I'm telling you, there's drugs in this body.
No, there isn't. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
There.
Ah! God! I'm sorry.
Oh, that is deep. What is it, liver? Hey, I tell you a joke, it always delivers, you know what I mean? Hey, anybody got one of those little xylophone things? We can play some music. Just wait. Just you wait. Hey, it's raining men, huh? Get it? Oh, I know where these drugs are. They're in the butt. No! Holy shit, you were right. I told you. Fuck yeah.
There we go. We're back.
We're back.
Hello.
Hello.
That was
So yeah, that was definitely. Did you switch devices? You seem a lot clearer.
I can't hear you. Why?
You can't hear me?
Why is this happening? Hello.
Can you hear me, James?
Yes.
Can you hear anybody?
Well, some bugs with this.
Yeah, first time using this program. Hooray! It has promise, anyways.
It does. Yeah.
But yes. Sorry, everyone.
Happening.
Yeah. So I don't know, Matt. How many movies have you been in of James? I know you were in another one recently.
I think I was in like 3 or 4. I was in Lich, Cool as Hell 2, this, and
Were you in Bite School?
I was not in Bite School, though.
Leo and I were. It was unfortunate.
I know. I remember you telling me about
It was
that.
bad.
Technically, we weren't in Bite School.
Spoiler, huh?
Well,
Technically, they're cut from Bite School.
yeah, we got cut from
Yeah.
Bite School. That's how good we were.
Well, he didn't want you to outshine everybody else.
That's cool.
That's what it was.
No worries about that. But for those out there who have seen Bite School, the theme song, the opening theme song is by my dad. How about now, James?
Yes.
You can hear me.
Well,
Hello.
All right, it's the coronavirus.
Hello, Jeff.
All right.
Yeah. That's what we're
Yeah.
gonna blame.
Now that we're back, can you maybe talk a little bit about how this is a continuation of Catch of the Day? Like, where does it go from the first one?
So it leaves off a few years after Harry Chu and I defeat the mad scientist and his mutant fish people minions, and I get fired from a New York precinct, and I get all these wacky jobs. You know, I had some Joel M. Reed footage because unfortunately Joel passed away from this horrible virus, so I put him in the movie where he's my uncle and he owns a restaurant and he fires me, and I get fired for being an alligator wrestler where I actually wrestled this live alligator, and all these wacky jobs. You know, I talk about getting in the fire department and banging the fire chief's wife, and I get fired from that. And then I become a cop again in Los Angeles, and I go through a few new partners, and that's when I meet Mark Kahn, my new badass buddy cop bromance.
Yeah,
And
like you also kind of abuse him a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Well, that's a smidge. And there's also there's a good portion of boobs in this movie, and there's one particular scene I just had the question because it looked like there was 2 girls that were trying to arm wrestle, but they weren't doing it right. Was that on purpose?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure because they were like saying, I don't know, it was just like that's not how you arm wrestle.
Yeah, they're topless arm wrestling. But you know, some people are really strong. Do you ever see those arm wrestling videos where somebody breaks somebody's forearm? I can't have that in a topless arm wrestling. So it's all movie magic, pretend, topless arm wrestling.
Okay.
No, no arm wrestlers were harmed in the making of Catch of the Day 2.
I'm glad to hear.
Boobs weren't harmed either.
Yeah. Wolfie had a question.
My zipper was harmed though by the repeating.
Wolfie wants to know, James, is that one female in the funeral in the front pew, Aaron Brown?
And then
the female in the front of in the trailer in the church, the female that was in the front pew. Wolfie's asking if it was Aaron Brown.
No, her name is Sherry Davis.
There you go, Wolfie. Sherry Davis.
Yeah, she's great.
So can you not hear Leo?
I don't hear Leo.
Oh, you don't hear me?
Should I turn it off?
That was silly for you to ask that. Leo just literally asked if you can't hear him. After you said you can't hear him. like you're gonna magically like, no, I can't hear you, Leo.
Right. I can relay the messages as needed.
Yeah, totally.
Should I turn off and turn on again?
No, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Leave it the way it is. Because everything's fine. Yeah. Anyways, so you made this over some time. Actually, Nick Charles
was also in it. Yep.
Yeah, he's in it as well.
Yes, Nick was also in it. I fight Nick and Jason Warren. We have a cool fight scene where I get to show off some of my kung fu skills. You know, when I was a kid, I took karate, and my sensei said, "You talk too much. You talk one more time, I'm going to put this tape on your mouth." And he got real close to me, and then he put the tape on the floor. And that's why I never took karate again.
Ah.
I didn't want to be beaten by a sensei as a child, and I love to talk.
Yeah. Well, you also, you pulled it off though. Like, there's some of those fight scenes. You look like you know what you're doing. I wouldn't mess with it.
I might have thrown a punch once or twice in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Maybe
1 or 2 times. But
it
was
I'm from Queens. You know what I mean?
True.
I'm not saying I'm a tough guy. You know what I mean? But
you're not
don't go run your mouth about this movie. Let's just keep the comments nice. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't have to want to come visit you.
Yeah. But then it'd be cool to have a visit, though. That'd be cool.
Oh my God, James Balsamo's here!
Yay! Ouch.
And then I topless arm wrestle them.
Oh, jeez. That'd be interesting. Yeah. Let's not forget that time you repeatedly was slapping my day-old tattoo at that one convention.
Yeah. That was a good story. You just got this Leatherface tattoo.
I just got this.
That's a nice
tattoo.
It was
the day after I got it, and every time he walked by me, he's like, slap. He just kept slapping me in it. I was like, oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, show the tattoo.
That's how it stayed so perfect, because I slapped the ink in there for you.
And that was Gunnar Hansen's last con too. That was his last appearance before he passed.
Yeah, I found his promo, by the way, he did for us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good to know. But anyways, so you kind of go back and forth. Well, you reference Catch of the Day, the first one. So there's a few little bits that are like a reminder of Catch of the Day. How long would you say that the actual process to make this one lasted?
I'd say it took about 6 months. So I started around December, late January 2019.
Mm-hmm.
Then I just finished it less than a month ago. I think it went live on Vimeo 2 weeks ago, and it's not even out in stores yet. Comes out 6/9.
6/9.
Go get your copy. Catch of the Day 2.
Nick Charles wants to us to remember that he was also not harmed during the filming of this. So yes, that's also good.
It was all stunt. Actually, I was harmed though from our scene. I sprained my ankle jumping over that box, and I had a sprained ankle for about a month and a half from that scene. So actually, I was like Jackie Chan, where I got hurt on the set of the movie that I was directing. So I'm glad it wasn't somebody else and it was me.
Actually, in that scene, there's the guy that is his partner in that scene. He looks like he takes a bump. When he goes over that box, it looks like he actually goes over the box completely and lands on his butt on the ground. But I don't know.
He did, but he's a trooper. Jason Warren is also in my film The Lich, and he's my bad guy robbery partner in that. So Jason used to live in New York, and now he's in LA like me. So, I try to get Jason and stuff because he's a great actor and he knows how to take a bump well.
So Sergio wants to say hi to James Balsamo. So Sergio says,
hello, Sergio.
And so was Nick's scenes? Was that all? Was everything filmed in California, or were you going back and forth, or while you were traveling?
Catch the Day is all LA, and then Matt sent in his footage, and some people. Bushwhacker Luke sent in his footage from New Zealand. He lives all the way in New Zealand, so some people sent in stuff from around the country, and so
nice.
The power of technology, it's incredible.
Yeah, definitely.
That's right.
Yo-yo.
What's that line? The mother of invention knows how to do
This-
dishes. Don't make her do it.
I thought it was going to be a necessity, but yeah.
You got it.
I do need my dishes done, though, so I mean.
That's right.
Thanks for the reminder.
That's right.
Yo,
So
yo, yo.
let's talk about how great Catch of the 2 is. Available on Vimeo.
James.
Did he free?
Everybody has signed out.
No, you were
Simultaneously,
frozen,
as soon as I
frozen on
pitch
our end. Can you hear us? Can you hear us now? Huh?
I
Yeah.
can.
Okay. No, you were frozen on our end. Sorry about that. So yeah, no, Catch of the Day. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I watched it big 100-inch screen, and it was like going to the movies and watching some arm wrestling boobs. And there's actually a song in it that I was trying to figure out what song it was in the trail. I mean, in the credits, the one where it's like you're at a club and there's like that band with the masks. The song that's being played. What is that?
Okay, so that's from a band called Stiff Donut. That's the name of the band. And this fine gentleman named Michael Himson, I cut some of his music videos, and so he had that song in there. And Masked Intruder's label didn't want to give me a song. Like, the whole band was in the movie, and the record label, I filmed the footage, and I was going to do a music video for them. That was the video that's in the film. So I cut this whole video, but they wanted me to just send them the footage for free, and then they wanted to charge me for a song. So the label then sent his lawyer to me to be like, so what are you giving us? And it was like, what? No, I filmed a free music video for the band. I'm not going to give you all of the footage and pay you for the song when the band's already in the movie. Like, what are you, crazy? And so I used a Stiff Donut song because I had already cut the whole video. So what, I was going to throw away 2 minutes of hard work? Forget that.
2 minutes of hard work. I sweat for what seems like a commercial break over that.
That's right.
No, I thought the song kind of fit well. I thought it was funny, and the song itself was hilarious. And I was like, I kind of like the song.
Is the baby-faced Nelsons in the band in the film?
What was that?
I said Masked Intruder. They play a fake band called Nelsons.
I've never listened to them. I should check them out. I mean that.
Yeah, they're fun. They're really fun.
What are they, like punk or?
What'd you say?
Are they punk or what genre?
Yeah, they're punk. You know, they were on Fat Records for a little while.
Oh.
I don't know the label they're on now, but they don't want to give me music, so I'm definitely not going to give them a shout out.
So fuck them. Yeah.
You said it, not me.
I'll say it again. Fuck them, whoever they are, right in the butt.
Yeah, but the band is great. Like, the guys in the band are really cool. So Masked Intruder's awesome. And, sometimes the label just does that.
Yeah. So besides yourself and Matt both being filmmakers, obviously you said that you just finished this movie last month, and Matt, you said that you wrapped on a short, right as everything was going down. Have you guys figured out a way to really keep working in the field during this time, or what are your thoughts on that?
Not me. I'm still making movies. I just
I saw
the project. So
you made a post a couple of days ago where you were just doing the social distancing scene with the guy.
Yeah, I was filming for Hollywood Werewolf, so that's in the works also. G. Larry Butler is in that. He's really great. And Al Burke from The Wedding Singer's in that already, and, a bunch of other people. So Joe Castro's making the werewolf. He made my monster for It Wants Blood. So
nice.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun one.
It hasn't really slowed you down at all?
Not me. I mean, I took the time that, it got really crazy to edit Catch of the Day too. Like, if it wasn't for the quarantine, that movie probably still wouldn't be out. But So for me, you take your hardships and you make them work for you. What's that?
Yeah.
If life gives you lemons, throw the lemons at an old lady and then rob the old lady's purse so you could buy yourself a beer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you have to go back for the
Right?
lemons at some point. I mean,
Yeah. But yeah, either that or charge her for the lemons.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Beat her up again for damaging your perfectly good lemons. So what about you, Matt? Like you said that you were working on a short before, but as far as anything new.
We did myself and Alexander Hauck did we've been doing some shorts on cell phones. We got James in there, did some voice work on one of them for Essential Employee. Very dedicated to the times. But yeah, just kind of messing around with that stuff and prepping for when everything's, all over and we can, get back to, shooting.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do anything over here. I mean, everything's, for the most part, all the actors and crew and stuff around in mass don't really want to get together and do anything.
Well,
it'd be perfect time to like take establishing shots, like while like, everything is like empty.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, true.
Well, did you guys catch the final season or final episode of The Blacklist?
No.
James heard that. Did you hear it, James?
Yeah, I don't watch that show.
Oh.
I watch pornography and 80s horror movies.
So they didn't finish the final episode, so they decided to animate it. It was very unique. And the actors, you could definitely tell they were recording from home. One of them was super.
Their kids running in the background.
I know it's not catch of the day too, but I'm just saying, not to change the subject, but like I've actually enjoyed some of the stuff that people are coming up with from home. Like I thought the SNLs from home were actually kind of good. It forces them to do something completely different, but I still would like things to get back to normal. And then I want to travel. Like this has just made me feel like, okay, I need to actually do these things I've said I wanted to do for years. So at some point it'd be cool to go out and see James and have him kick me out of his house. Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, I've never been to California and I've always wanted to go. Actually, Sean Phillips is in the movie as well. Cool dude here, Sean Phillips. Can you hear me?
Cool dude.
Yeah. How was that whole thing? Did he reach out to you? Did you reach out to him?
Who did I reach out to?
Sean Phillips. Sean C. Phillips.
Sean C. Phillips. So I know Sean since my first movie when I made Hack Job. He sent me a message and said, "Hey, I'm this actor. I'm in some Netflix movies. I'd love to be in your movie." When I was in New York, he was like, "Can you fly me out and pay me?" And I said, "I could give you a sandwich." And that was my interaction with Sean for a few years.
Yeah.
And then I had met Sean. I had done an autograph signing in Los Angeles, and Sean was there, and we became friends. And now I've been putting him in my stuff ever since. So
yeah, he was in. I've seen him in a couple other things, and some of his whole crew, like Wet Movie One, I know was in one of your movies and everything too. So it's cool. Cool you get those guys involved.
Nice guy. I like Sean. So
yeah, seems like a good dude.
yeah, he's an ambitious guy. He loves to act, and he's always, starring and stuff.
Yeah. He puts a lot of work into his videos on YouTube and stuff too. Like he does a lot of like production on those. But yeah, I don't know. We're still getting the popcorn thing. The weird sound.
Yeah. Tell you what. Let me play the Catch the Day trailer 2 for people that are just joining us, assuming I can find it. And let me see if we can fix it. Be right back.
All right.
Oh, welcome. Check it out.
Now, I did not know him personally, but I'm sure he was a wonderful person, and perhaps one of you would like to say a few words on his behalf.
That's right, they made me come in on my day off. Can you believe these fucking assholes? So inconsiderate. I mean, the nerve of some people. I gotta go.
Excuse me, sir.
Hey! Pops! Zip it! Hey!
Sorry.
Mind your business, Pops.
Why? This is unacceptable. That's a human body.
Watch this.
I am so sorry.
What's he doing to the corpse?
I'm telling you, there's drugs in this body.
No, there isn't. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Ah! God! I'm sorry.
Oh, that is deep. What is it, liver? Hey, I tell you a joke, it always delivers, you know what I mean? Hey, anybody got one of those little xylophone things? We can play some music. Just wait. Just you wait. Hey, it's raining men, huh? Get it? Oh, I know where these drugs are. They're in the butt. No. Holy shit, you were right. I told you. Fuck yeah.
The chain lifter, that.
Yeah. So Catch the Day is available on VOD right now. Check the show notes down below or up above. That's all you got to do.
That's all you got to do.
Clicky to linky.
Yes. So James, you've been out in I'm sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
I was going to say, was the drugs in the body reference to Bad Boys 2? Little homage?
No.
I hear nothing but screaming
Nothing.
noises of agony.
So can you hear me, James?
Here.
Just hear pop. Let's see.
This is what I imagine a digital hell is like.
Let me mute him for a second. See if.
How about now?
Oh.
Can you hear us, James?
Nope. This is horrifyingly crackling.
Oh my! I wonder what type of phone he's in.
Broken one.
Yeah. So why don't we see if James can hear anybody? Let's see if we can get you to hop off.
Eating something.
Can you jump off and jump back on, James? Can you jump off and jump back on?
Let me see if I can.
Sure ate it.
All right, I'm leaving.
All right, can you come back?
Talk about how great my movie is.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be
Come
back.
Come back.
Technical difficulties, everyone.
I know. Nick Charles says arm wrestling scene with James turning his hat, I believe, was from Over the Top.
Totally over the top, yeah. But what I was talking about is the two topless girls were arm wrestling. They were face to face, and they were like, one had their right arm and the other one had their left arm, and they were arm wrestling that way, which I thought was weird because it was like they were just like holding hands like this, like arms. Yeah. But yeah, apparently it was on purpose. But yeah, I just thought it was funny. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. Did you get a chance to check out the whole thing, Matt?
I did. I liked it. I always find James movies real fun and good times. There was a lot of good cameos in there. What'd you think of the Iron Corpse character? It was very Megadethy.
Oh, totally. I was thinking it was a Vic Rattlehead like mask. I just wish that, to be honest with you, I wish there was a bit more of it. Of that character, like maybe some I don't know, some development on that.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear us now?
Better.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes, we were just talking about Catch of the Day 2. and how much we liked it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Matt, you were just talking about a specific character.
Oh yeah, the Iron Corpse. Great look, Jay.
I don't hear Matt. Matt's mic is completely.
Oh,
wow.
the Iron.
Oh,
He's
no.
asking about the Iron Corpse, and he said it was a great look and it's just a really cool looking character. My only critique on that is I wish there was more of it. But we both agreed that it reminded us of Vic Rattlehead, the mascot for Megadeth, but a female version.
I'm glad you got that because I do love Megadeth, and that's exactly what I was going for.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love Megadeth too. That's what I listen to when I do yard work.
Hello, me. It's me again.
Yep. I think they're more listenable now than Metallica is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up liking both, and I'm done with Metallica, but I'll listen to old Megadeth all day long. Okay.
Yeah.
That's just me. Yo-Yo, your thoughts on Megadeth?
Well, actually, I was going to ask who was the hardest person to line everything up with to get him in the movie. I mean, he had a lot of cameos in there.
Could you hear him, James?
Who was the hardest one to get?
Yes.
Nobody. Everybody was really excited. I was really excited about the Amazing Kreskin. And it was very serendipitous. I was watching that Bill Murray clown movie, and it was like the day that he said he was going to do it, they mentioned the Amazing Kreskin. So
that's
it was
cool.
Signs from the Universe.
It was Shakes the Clown, right?
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Now, did you have to go to him?
This is the Bobcat Goldthwait movie.
Oh, yeah. You're right. So did you have to go to Kreskin to film it, or did he do it on his own, or how was that set up?
Yeah, Bill, the Amazing Kreskin's manager filmed it, and it's funny because he nailed the whole dialogue except for the one fucking joke in the whole bit. He goes, Rod Davis came into my shop, busting my balls, and the line is my crystal balls. And he left it at balls. So he took the pun completely out of it. He's like, you know what? I'm a mind reader. I know this is going to be better than your dumb pun. So
I don't know if he was right, but still, it was really cool to see him in there.
Yeah. No, it was amazing, too. The Amazing Kreskin.
Literal.
Yeah.
Who remembers the Bushwhackers?
You know what? Originally, I had asked the Amazing Foreskin, but I had to cut him out of the film.
What was your question, Matt?
I was going to say, who remembers the Bushwhackers when they were on Family Matters back in the day, the Urkel show?
Oh.
When he was doing his cameo in this, I kept waiting for him.
What is Matt saying? I don't hear his microphone.
He's asking who remembers the Bushwhackers on Family Matters.
I do.
Yeah,
I kept waiting
actually
for
watched
him.
that clip right after I got him because, as a kid watching Family Matters and seeing the Bushwhackers, I was like, oh, yeah. And so when I got to do the cameo, I looked that clip up on YouTube, and I was like, all right.
I kept waiting for him to go. I kept waiting for him to do the "We hate cops" line.
He said he was waiting
in his
for the "We hate cops" line in the cameo.
What about the cameo?
He said he was waiting for him to do the "We hate cops" line. I guess that was in
from the show.
Right. And he says "mateys" a lot. I guess it's like an Australian
pirate.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Australian
New
pirate.
Zealand. I'm sorry, don't call an Aussie a dingo. They don't like that.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So, is there anyone that you tried to get for the movie that you couldn't get?
Well, I'll tell you a funny behind the scenes person that I did get and then backed out. So, Dana Schneider, Master Shake, recorded a cameo. He did one, and then he was worried that he was going to get in trouble because we have the same Fox distributor. He was afraid it was going to, I don't know, be a conflict of interest. So he recorded a cameo, sent it to me, and then wouldn't sign the release. So he said, let's get a beer or something, and I'll talk about being in your next movie. But Dana, Master Shake filmed a cameo. That was the one where I had it in my hand, and then I had to let it go.
Oh, that would have been great. He's great. I see him pop up in so much stuff. Like he was in Your Pretty Little Face Is Going to Hell. Like his voice is all over.
Yeah.
So many
No,
things.
he's great. He does so much voice acting, but he doesn't do a lot of film and TV shows. He only does a few stuff where he shows his actual face. So I was really excited about it, and he did it. That was the craziest part. He did all the legwork. He filmed the cameo. He uploaded it to my personal Vimeo channel. He was having trouble sending me the clip, so I gave him my info for the channel. He took the time to upload it, and then I was like, listen, I really need this release form because it's going in Walmart and Best Buy and Target. And then he was like, oh, you're too legit. He thought I was just a fan guy. He didn't realize that I actually make movies that sell in stores. And then he was like, oh, wait, my manager is going to kill me. I can't be in this.
Well, at least
the plus side, you have him for another movie.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no. So, like I said, he said, hey, you're in LA, I'm in LA. Let's get a beer. You're buying, so we'll see. Hopefully, I'd really like to get him a larger role in Bite School or something else I got, down the pipeline. So hopefully,
cool.
Yeah, like I said, he was in it. He was there. He did the work. I still have the clip, but I can't release it. So
yeah, well, at least you have. You can.
Yeah. I have it. You know what I mean?
It's for your own personal enjoyment.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, could you imagine Tim Burton's Superman with Nicolas Cage? It's like, one day they'll make a documentary about all my hard work and costume fittings about Superman with Nicolas Cage. But, it just didn't happen.
Yeah. So since you've been out in California for a little bit now, do you miss New York a lot? I mean, I know your family, your mom and dad are out there.
Sure. Yeah. I was actually talking to my family on a Zoom call right before this. So we talk all the time on Zoom. So that technology is great. Shout out to Zoom for making all the money in this horrible.
Yeah. And very very quickly, just showing Skype to his boss too. Skype has been doing it forever, and Zoom is just taking over the world. It's crazy. Yeah, but Skype.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, you're a pain in the ass. Anyways,
I miss you guys. I don't see you guys enough.
Well, yeah. Hopefully, hopefully when the cons come back around, we'll be able to see you again. And it's one of the things that even when the cons were happening and you weren't doing as much, I was just like, it sucks. I wish you were here. It would have been cool to even, just say hi in person.
I know. I want you to get a new tattoo so I can slap it.
Yeah. Actually, maybe I'll get one at a con. So as they're giving it to me, you can just slap it as they're giving it to me.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
It's every couple of lines. So.
Yeah.
That's right.
I have to get a bunch to cover up loose skin now because it's loose. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, were there questions I missed? I saw some text coming up from people. I feel bad I didn't answer any words.
Oh, no. It was a lot of comments.
People like Angel from That Strange Person. What's up, homies?
What up?
What's up?
Yeah, and Nick Charles arm wrestling scene with James turning his hat, I believe, is from over the top. Yep. Yeah. Jack Shipley loving the trailer. Sergio saw Jake Smith Roberts on TV at AEW.
Nice. Yeah, what was it like? Did you get Jake? Did he film something and send it in, or was it something where you met up with him?
Remember those talking? They made those crazy.
Yeah. Do you have headphones? I should have asked this earlier, but do you have headphones?
Do you have headphones? Bleep, blorp, bleep, bleep, zeep, zeep.
I'm going to break in here for a second. Every show is brought to you by Deadly Grounds Coffee. Now more than ever, we need to support local businesses. Deadly Grounds Coffee is a local roaster here in Connecticut. Best coffee you ever had. But here is somebody talking about coffee.
Rise and shine, my sinners. When Father Evil starts his day, he gets a little deadly. Deadly Grounds Coffee has the richest, smoothest flavor you'll find anywhere. It's sinfully delicious. Once you go deadly, you never go back. Order yours at getdeadly.com. Coffee's so good, it's scary.
Excellent.
I think it's because he doesn't have headphones.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Did you message him and ask him to get headphones?
I said it right before you left.
Well, I don't think he could hear you.
No.
Oh, well. So anyways, Matt.
Yo.
Sorry. We thought this was going to be technically a little bit.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. So we were talking a little bit beforehand. You know, you're keeping yourself busy with a lot of podcast stuff too on the network.
Yeah.
So do you want to talk about that while we're waiting for James to come back?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, we're just doing, we got a paranormal. Anybody that likes ghosts and, spirits and demons and all those things. We got one called Mostly Ghostly on the Dorkening network. We have a horror themed one called Shock Treatment with Mel and Maddie. Do that with Melissa Potter. That was our first one. That was our introduction show to the network, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then we have one called Behold the Pale Podcast, which is, we talk about different, conspiracy theories, if you will. And we discuss whether, we debunk them, whether or not the things in it that seem fishy and, because they're all interesting for anybody that kind of, not everybody gets into that type of thing, but like for the people that like to get into it, they can enjoy a good discussion about it. There he is.
What's up? So Leo was asking.
I hear him now.
He was asking if you had headphones. Do you have?
Yeah. I messaged him. He does not.
No, I don't have. I got that weird iPhone with the plug that doesn't have a jack. You need the converter shit.
Dongle or headphones.
Storage them in California. Hurry up.
Yeah.
Great. So 6/9 is when the physical media for the movie's coming out. What do you have next? Like, what are you working on? Like, what's the next release for Massive Bath Productions?
So I'm filming Bite School 2 now. I just started that. It's supposed to shoot later in the week. And then Balsamo Beach will be coming out soon. And I'm doing a movie called Acid Bath Productions Sexy Time. It's it's a compilation of all the sexy scenes from my films.
Oh.
So that's coming out. And then Hollywood Werewolf is almost done. And Killer Waves 2, which has Marky Ramone in it from the Ramones. And It Wants Blood. It's got Eric Roberts in it, Ola Ray from the Thriller music video, Troy Froman from Saved by the Bell's in that, and Darkman, he's in that movie, and Return of the Living Dead Part 2. And that's, big monster creature features. So that's what I got coming out. And Hanukkah came out a few months ago.
And I feel like a dummy because there was a pre-order, and I pre-ordered thinking it was a T-shirt Blu-ray combo, and then I only got the T-shirt, and I was like, crap! Now I have to buy the movie again. I thought I was buying both. I'm the worst.
Did you see it?
I haven't seen the movie. No.
Oh yeah, it's good.
I'm the worst. See, it says right there.
Sid Haig's last film and Dick Miller's last film. So I'm the last person to film Dick Miller. I was the cinematographer for the film. I was the DP, and so I am the last.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to work for Dick. I really wanted to work with Dick Miller for years. So I'm honored I'm able to say that. And he's such a sweet guy, and terrible shame him and Sid.
Yeah, I talked to Christopher Ott a bit at Coffee Shop about it, because I know like he's a producer on that as well, right?
Yeah, he's the executive producer on that.
Yeah, and we just talked a bit about the whole filming experience, about the whole fit thing, and I really was excited. I got the shirt, and I'm like, all right, I'll shoot the movie any day now, and I'm like, let me go back and check my order, and I only ordered the shirt because I'm a dummy.
Yeah, that's
it happens.
One of these days.
You got excited. Sorry.
Right.
I got excited to wear a Hanukkah shirt. I was like, yes.
Yeah, all year round. You know, it's funny when I wear that T-shirt out and about. You get some interesting comments, and you know, it's got Hebrew on the back, so people are always like, "What's your shirt say?" And I want to talk to you. And why are you wearing a Hanukkah T-shirt? It's July.
That's yeah. I haven't got that, so that's good. But maybe one of these days, if I ever go out to California, I'll have to wear my Hanukkah shirt the whole time I'm out there. Just
the
whole time I'm gonna stink. It's gonna be awesome. But anyways,
not when you ever. It's when you go.
Yeah, when I go.
You've already mentioned it a couple of times. It must be on your mind that you want to go.
I want to go to a lot of places. I want to go to Texas Frightmare if it ever happens again. I want to go to Horror Hound if it ever happens again.
Oh. Well, plane tickets are cheap.
Yeah, but by the time it all happens again, they won't be cheap. Anyway, enough about me. Catch of the Day 2.
Catch of the Day 2 was also Joel Reed's last film, right? You might.
It might be. Yeah, it might be. I know there's some films that aren't filmed, you know, that aren't released that he was in. So
yeah.
But yeah, Joel was a great guy, and he, you know, I was honored to know him, and I really felt shitty when I heard the news. So
yeah,
you know, it's nice that he's in that movie, and he's in a bunch of my other films, and he was a guy that he always put on a character, but he really knew the business. You know what I mean? Like, I went to film with him a few times, and I remember the last time I went to film with him, he dropped the act. You know what I mean? And he told me, James, you're a smart business guy. You're always out there. You know what I mean? You know how to market, you know. And I thought that was a beautiful moment from Troma, because he always put on like, oh, what are you getting, fetuses from Brazil to put in your movies? You know what I mean? He always did like the crazy gore schlock character, but he was a filmmaker and a businessman. So it was nice that, you know, he saw that in me, and I was really honored for that moment.
Yeah, that's great. And it's little things like that keep you going, I'm sure. You know.
Oh sure. You know, it's hard because I work with a lot of people that I admired with as a kid, and I've already lost a lot of new friends that I've made over the last few years. You know, I work with these guys. They're in their 80s, their 70s, and then a few years later, unfortunately, they don't last forever. People don't live forever, so it's nice that I get, you know, moments with these people that I admired, and you know, they get to live on through my films and stuff like that. So
yeah, definitely. And it's cool from a fan perspective as well, like to see them in these films. You know, it's something that maybe Hollywood's forgotten about them a long time ago, and you know they're still out there making stuff for fans. So
sure, that's the Bella story with Ed Wood, right? Ed Wood found Bella. Hollywood didn't want him anymore. He was fucking Dracula, and Hollywood was like, "You're done.
Yeah.
You're washed up. That it's over." You know, and that's what's great about filmmakers like Matt and myself. You know, we find these guys that we admired, and this industry isn't as kind to them as they should be. You know what I mean? They kind of treat them like Eskimos. They put them on icebergs and ship them out to be eaten by polar bears. And then, you know, Matt and I swing in and we're like, oh my God, we love your work. We're such big fans. Please do a cameo in our movie. You know, and they say yes because they love to act, or they love the process, or they see something in us that they had in themselves, which is really beautiful. So,
yeah, definitely. Well, it looks like we're about that time. We sorry for all the technical issues. This is a new format that we're using that apparently has bugs still.
Every software has bugs.
Yeah. But hey, you know, we gave it a shot.
We did.
We did.
And
we put the effort in.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know if it was effort. but we put in a shot.
Put something in.
Yeah,
there was definitely a lot of
You're
effort
right.
on my end.
I mean, on your end, on my end, I gave 0.
Yeah.
I just play that right now. I watched the movie. That was
you put the shirt on. You put on
true.
top notch.
I was wearing a different shirt. I was wearing a different shirt before this. Before I came in, I'm like, I gotta put my Catch of the Day shirt on, and I did.
Nice.
The end. And then I have to buy more shirts from you next time. I need to come back to cons. I want to get the Ask Productions like logo shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've wanted it forever. Now I can get a smaller size. So I want it.
That's right.
So James, I know we have all your information in the show notes, but where do you like people interacting with you?
Find me on Facebook, James Balsamo. I want to be your friend. Or add me on Instagram at James Balsamo, or find me on the Twitter at Acid Bath Product. Or you can go to my website, send me a message, acidbathproductions.com. We got hot sauce, t-shirts, action figures, movies, t-shirts, thongs. No, we don't have those yet, but we will. So go to acidbathproductions.com and wait for those thongs. And in the meanwhile, get a cool VHS, like Killer Waves on VHS.
Nice. And also Catch of the Day 2 VOD link is down below or up above, depending on where you're watching or listening. You can watch it tonight, right after today's show. So big question, James, will a certain redhead and follically challenged individual make it off to cutting room 4 for Bite School 2?
Yeah, that's right. You guys are coming back.
With the vengeance.
There we go.
We're back in town.
The ginger twins. Ginger twins powers
Right.
activate.
That's right.
Forma bald. That's me. I was gonna say you should, pick up your. You still have Boogar figures on your.
That's right, Bougar, yeah. Nice product placement there, Kevin.
Yeah, I am. Boogar. So another one thing too, you're talking about like how you want to be friends with everybody. When the cons do come back around, James is the man to meet. He's the friendliest dude at the booth. He's extremely welcoming to everybody, and he's great. And everyone, you can help but want to support him because he's such a nice guy. So definitely go do that when the cons come back around.
Thank you.
Yes. Matthew, where do you like interacting with you?
I'm on Facebook under Mathew Fisher, Mathew with 1 T. And I have those shows on this network. The Mostly Ghostly, Behold the Pale podcast, and Shock Treatment with Mel and Maddie. And BoomBastic Films on Facebook as well. But everybody, go get Catch of the Day 2. Buy it up, don't rent it.
Or do both. Rent it and then go buy it.
Yeah.
Or
Even better.
every week.
Even better.
Rent it every week.
Rent it, then rent it again, and then when it comes out on 6/9, go buy it. You do that too. And then,
Go back and forth continuously.
Yep.
Rent, buy, rent, buy, rent, buy.
Yo.
Boy Meets Phone on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Yo St. Laurent on the same social media channels. And of course, you can find me here most weeks. Kevin?
A-Knuckle on Twitter and Instagram every Tuesday night here on the Wicked Horror Show. I'm also doing some movie reviews with the 13th Wolfman on the audio stream for this. I'm also part of Secret Underground Hideout and Black and White Fright, all of which are on this network. And go check out the Day 2.
Yeah. And for me, just Google Wheel Pond. You find a bunch of stuff. Could be true, could be not. I'm not going to say which is which. But more importantly, go follow the awesome people here. Links are down below or up above. And also head on over to thedorkening.com where you can find all the shows on the network. Tons of stuff there. Tons of awesome shows. And we'll catch you guys later. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Catch you later.
Bye.